Data Wing may look like a simple arcade game, but the application has a surprising depth which seems to be an endless runner, with a brilliant plot, is actually a very fun racing title. The game was created by the Australian video game designer Dan Vogt. Data Wing, who begins by teaching the user how to play. Players can travel around a free room, and learn to turn by touching the screen's left and right sides. This is also the first taste of inertia which affects the ship from the player. There's a heavy sense of pushback that comes with controlling a vessel that's a little convoluted to start with, but it's really fun to use when you get the hang of it. Drifting along a wall is the best way to move at the game. This gives the player a speed boost, and it's incredibly satisfying. Most of the races are regular time trials where you compete against a variety of ghost ships, but in the middle of them there are other levels that play out with small missions or tasks. All this strong gameplay wouldn't be as fun as it is without putting it all together in a good story. As the game begins, the main character will be introduced to the player. It teaches the user they're a vessel in a computer that's used for data transfer. The player transfers data from one position in the virtual space inside the game world and during each race. The writing of Data Wing is on the mark. Every character has meaning in the world and brings a lot of fun to the gameplay. Avoid spoiling the plot because it's done extremely well. It's relatively fast and flat, but worth it 100% as well. When the player progresses, they start to gain access to some of the data they are passing, and from there things get more interesting. All this gives a decent amount of complexity, twists and heart to make this little game stand out among the standard arcade titles. See. Data Wing is available on iOS and Android, free of charge. While reportedly short, the game looks and feels extremely well made. I just want to play and finish the game, but sadly the gameplay isn't my cup of tea. Maybe one day I'll get over it and enjoy the game. Glad these types of games still see light in the chaos that is the Play Store for the Android device.